Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna be doing a wrap-up of all the Tesla videos. I haven't been uploading recently, but as you know, I've been creating a lot of Tesla videos, and I think it's time for me to give like a personal review on what I think. I've done the Model 3 and the Model X. So, based off of what I know and based off of my personal experience on it, I'm gonna give you a personal in-depth review of the Tesla Model 3. In 2008, Elon Musk created the Tesla company, and he started off with the Tesla Model S. As you know, it's like the middle vehicle. It's a nice vehicle. And then a few years down the line, he released the Tesla Model X. As you know, the one with the falcon wings, and that video I think will be right below me. And after that, their newest edition is the Tesla Model 3. The Tesla Model 3 allowed for a lot of opportunity for people who can't spend like $80,000 to $110,000 on a car. So the Tesla Model 3 started off as a base price of $35,000, and when they first released it, there was a tax credit which allowed them to get $7,500 off that the government gives for an electric tax credit. So that means you're paying around $28,000 or $27,500 for a brand new Tesla, which I personally think is a great deal, but that's not around anymore. It's October 2019 now, and right now they're giving $1,750 tax credit, because after they sell $200,000 copies, they have to cut it down in price. So it went from $5,000 to $2,500, and now it's $1,250. But still, it's a big deal that the government is emphasizing pollution and global warming and how we should switch to electric vehicles, which I think is amazing. But there is one thing you should definitely know, and that is you're not going to be paying $35,000. Yes, you heard it right. You're not paying $35,000. Like, even if you want like your basic needs, you're going to be paying around $45,000 to $50,000. Like, on Tesla, their electric range is only 240 miles per hour, and if you want to upgrade that to extra long range to 320 miles, which is still low for the average car, like you could get in hybrid and it'll still go like 500. But if you want to go 320 miles per hour, it is going to cost you around $43,000 from the base. So you have to know that you're not going to be paying $35,000, and that's one thing that I've learned after spending time with the Tesla. Another thing I learned is that they're built for performance. They're super accelerated. They're super fast. They can go 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, which is better than like most sports cars. I mean, the Tesla is sort of a sports car. But back to the point, they're really like engineered to do such a good job. And if you see below, you can see the speedometer going from like 0 to 65, and it's like just pushing you back, which I think is like a truly engineered like to perfection. And the motor, they've done such a good job in making that happen. So yeah, if you're willing to find a vehicle that has good performance but you can still afford it, it's the Tesla Model. Another thing I'd like to cover is accessibility and usability around the world. So one thing that many people are concerned about is charging. Are you going to be able to charge anywhere you go? And the answer is pretty much. So if you go onto the Tesla website and look at charging places, locations, they're gonna tell you like one per like big cities and then a lot in California, but that's actually not true. When we went to see I don't have a video of this down as a card, but many people, like, they believe that there's not enough charging, but once you go, we visited a Tesla Model X owner, and on their screen it showed them so many locations in the small town that we are in. It's not pretty small, but there is it showed us that there was one charging station in Oklahoma City, but that's not it. There are like so many nearby. They're just not official Tesla charging stations. You need like to bring your own adapter and charge. But they give you the adapter, they give you it with the travel kit, and it's not too much extra, I don't believe. But you can like charge anywhere. There are different grades, like I'm pretty sure it's A, B, C, and D. I haven't looked into it too much, but with different grades you can, it's a very customizable charging, and yeah, that rumor is not true that there's not enough charging. And when it comes to service, they advertise that you don't have to service your vehicle. No oil change, no service, never need to. Obviously you need to do your tire rotation once every 10,000 miles, but besides that there's not really much service to do. And since the closest service location to us is Dallas, there was a concern that you have to drive down to Dallas or drive up to Kansas City. But are you gonna do that? No, you don't have to do that. If you can't drive your vehicle, they'll tow it for you. And if you can, you just bring it up there. And whatever they do, they will give you a rental car. A Tesla Model X owner had a problem. This is not the same Tesla Model X owner, it's a different Model X owner. There's like a moth banging into the door. Okay, we won't talk about that. Okay, so what I was gonna say is they give you rental cars, and that's not any rental car. The Tesla Model 3 owner got a Tesla Model S as a rental car while they were fixing a door issue. Yes, it's still in beta phase, like you don't know what to trust, but they're really cooperative of fixing your vehicle. So I think that's definitely a great plus, and another reason why it's worth getting a Tesla. And that's also another thing I've learned when visiting and experiencing Teslas. I've experienced Teslas 2 times, especially like driving. The first time was me sitting in the front seat and experiencing it when someone came over to our house. And the second time was during the car show when they were giving like explanatory rides. So the first time, it was really cool. What I really could experience was the sunroof. Like, you just look up and you can see the whole world above you. And in the front seat, I believe that was much more exciting than the back seat. In the back seat, I didn't really pay attention to it. And another thing I bring up, and this leads to the other thing I was bringing up, and that is the Tesla autopilot system. The Tesla is very known for the autopilot system, obviously, and the autopilot, it works pretty good. I have to admit, it works very nicely. And with the new update, the V10 update, you can do a summon feature from 3 miles away, but not on regular roads, like traffic roads. Usually it's built for like parking lots. Like, let's say you're at the state fair and you need to summon your vehicle, you just summon it and it'll come. But there's a lot of drawbacks to that. One drawback is that in parking lots, it doesn't know how to maintain the lanes, because they're parking spots like stacked parking lots. So the car, it first goes straight and it starts to swerve, almost hitting the vehicle, and corrects it and goes like that. So it's very scary to see that happening. And another time, there was a Tesla owner, when the Tesla ran a stop, and a cop pulled the Tesla over only to see there was no one driving and it was on summon. So many things can happen like that. No one knows how to respond to the technology that's advancing our world. So the world's just not able to catch up. So I wouldn't recommend autopilot, really. even though it is doing a good job at what it's intended to do. One final thing I'd like to cover is which Tesla should you get, the Model 3, the Model S, or the Model X. I've seen Model S inside of it a while ago. It was not very recent, but it was when the Model S was like sort of coming out, but they were very delayed. We went inside of it, and when that happened, the owner said that for the Model S and Model X, charging is free. But how much is charging actually? Will it raise your electricity bill at home? What will it do? It will raise your electricity bill for sure, but only like $30 to $40 a month, which is pretty impressive. It's like 46 cents per kilowatt or something. But getting the Model 3, S, X, and the upcoming Y, I would recommend the 3. For sure the 3, because the Model S is the same thing as the 3, except slightly larger, bigger touchscreen, and free charging, but you're paying almost, I would say, $40,000 to $50,000 extra. The Model X, yeah, it's the same price as the Model X. So if you're like pushed down on getting a Model S, might as well get the Model X. But the Falcon doors, they're big, and you don't know how they respond to parking spots. They automatically close, obviously, and they detect neighboring vehicles, but it's just like not feasible for the regular society. It's just something there to just show off. So if you want to get an electric car, I would recommend the Model 3. I also saw other electrics like the Chrysler Pacifica electric, BMW i3, Chevy Bolt, Jaguar, I think it was F-Pace electric, and out of all of them, I would recommend the Model 3. It's totally something you should look at if you want to get an electric car. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy. Comment any feedback, what you would want better, what you already like. And yeah, effectively, this vlog is over, and I'm out.